All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you guys answering the questionnaire. We got that preliminary information. If it's all right for you guys, and unless you have any immediate questions, I'd like to get right down to business.
No, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, cool. So the way I like to start these things off is with a visualization exercise. It's often called the miracle question, right?
Okay.
So the scenario is this, right? So you guys have all these daunting amounts of debt, things that have really caused a lot of stress in your life over the last several months and years, and you go to bed tonight, you wake up tomorrow morning and it's all gone, but you don't know that. Okay. But you are starting to notice some things that are a little bit differently. What's the first thing that you might notice differently about your life when you wake up tomorrow morning and it's all gone, all this debt?
Wow. Well, I think about the stress of the income coming from the farm not being so stressful. I love farming. It's a lot less fun when I have to think about it having to make money to pay all this debt. If that was gone, I could actually enjoy farming again.
So if that was gone, what would be one of the first things that you might would notice upon waking up?
I mean, the kids would probably have their things taken care of. I'd come down to breakfast and I'd see right away that Sam's got glasses and
Yeah.
Sarah's got braces.
Yeah. So in looking at the questionnaire that you guys provided, so you've got some short-term things in there. You got some long-term things that you talked
Mhm.
about. Let's kind of get to the meat of it, right? I mean, one of the biggest things that you mentioned in your questionnaire was the credit card debt, right? So you wanted to pay that credit card debt off. So we've got a couple of ideas about how that can actually happen. First of all, I think you guys mentioned that you haven't filed your taxes this year. Is that correct?
Nope, but we're getting on it.
Yeah. So if you guys would actually go ahead and file your taxes, okay, I think those returns right now, the IRS, they'll typically do the refunds in about 30 days or less. You could actually take that $3,000, and we want to do a couple of things, right? So we know, like, for example, while the Southwest Visa, it's not the highest interest rate card that you've got, you're past due on that, right? And so
Yeah,
every
been a
month,
struggle.
yeah, so every month they're taking that past due payment, and they're actually charging a late fee, right? So that's going on top of the current balance, and then eventually you're going to get to a point where you reach the limit on that credit card, and they're going to be charging you a late fee and an over the limit fee.
Yeah, and
So
I
we need
can't
to
afford anymore.
right. So one of the things that we want to do is to stop the hemorrhaging, right? So we're going to take $500 of that tax return, and we're going to put it towards the Southwest credit card to get that past due balance paid down. Okay.
Okay.
From there, we're going to level out all of your minimum payments that you're paying right now. Okay. And we're going to basically figure out what that is per month. And we did the math, and I think it's right under $1,300 per month. So even though as you pay down those principal balances on those cards, and the minimum payments are going to be reduced, we're going to keep paying that same $1,300 every single month until all this credit card debt's paid down. And if you do that, we think that you can have those credit cards paid down in about 4 years' time.
Wow, that's a lot faster than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
A lot faster.
and not only that, but once you take that same payments that you were paying towards those credit cards, you can actually continue to pay other loans, right? So if you don't have $500 a month in credit card payments, or $800 a month, or whatever it is, right? You can take that money, you can actually put it towards, like, for example, eventually paying off your in-laws, right? The money that you guys mentioned that you owed them. The other thing that we want to do short term, I think you mentioned that you'd come down stairs and you'd notice that the kids would have what they needed, right? So
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
so the braces, right? And I think you guys, what did you guys estimate the braces were going to be?
We said it was going to be like 8,000. It just seems high.
Yeah, well, it is high, right? So we did a little bit of preliminary research on our end, and it may or may not work out for you, but we wanted to present you guys with some options, right? Not just to tell you that, hey, you need to go find $8,000 somewhere, because
Sure.
part of what we do, as opposed to just a financial plan, is we want to counsel you on some of the best financial decisions that you can make in order to make a difference in your life. And from a short-term
Okay.
perspective, right, when we start talking about the braces, okay, we think that we can get the braces done at Smile Direct. Okay, total, it's going to be about $2,500. So much different than 8,000, right?
Okay.
And then on top of that, they actually take payments. So you can get by with just putting down $250, And then it's $90 a month for just over 2 years. It's 26 months, and those braces will be paid for.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Okay, and then